my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So today I'm actually gonna do another request video, and this is on The Boy. This is actually a request from Movie Addict, and thank you so much for requesting this video. I kind of heard of this movie before. I think a friend had mentioned it to me, and I was a little bit confused because I thought they meant the movie that's coming out that's called The Boy, about the doll. So no one get confused on that. This movie is completely different to that, and it's more of a thriller, disturbing film. So if you like all my videos on disturbing movies and you're more of that kind of fan, this is definitely one for you. This movie's kind of like a coming of age film with a really, really dark twist on it, but it also really reminded me of Goodnight Mummy. It had a lot of the same themes running throughout, but it's not like the same twist or anything. It's just kind of symbolisms throughout the film, and if you've seen both, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is everything that I thought Goodnight Mummy would be, and it wasn't, but I mean, again, it's very American and it's very spelt out, but I really enjoyed it, and it is so dark and so deep. So this movie is about a boy who lives with his father in their motel, which is kind of not doing well in the business side. He's pretty isolated and he really doesn't have anyone. The thing that was extraordinary about this movie was the build-up. It was amazing to see from the start this boy's frustration of being isolated and alone and not be able to socialize with anyone, let alone anyone his own age. It was just him and his father. So the struggle is real, but you can see the tension and the build-up, and I really like that. It really laid some good foundation, and I felt like everything else you could see why it was justified throughout the film. You could see what place he was coming from, and it was a real eye-opener or a real delve into a little boy's psyche. Another thing I really like about this movie is as the story develops and goes on, there's this weird, eerie feeling that submerges, and you're just not sure where it's coming from. You're not sure if it's coming from the boy, the main character, and you're not sure if it's coming from a visitor who shows up who's a little bit sketchy, and you're not sure if it's coming from the young boy who's part of a family that shows up. Things kept on happening in this movie and it just kept testing me. I wasn't sure where they were going with it, and I really liked the journey just because they had built it so you kind of understood the boy's character, and seeing him put into certain situations and the way he reacted was both sad and disturbing, but also really truthful and authentic. And to show that through imagery is really hard these days, and I think this is a really rare gem, to be honest. The baseline of the movie is you're questioning whether a kid is purely evil or just misunderstood. When you really get down to the core of this movie, it is a disturbing film with a lot of harsh truths about humanity. And if you're not willing to be able to take that, or if this is not your thing, I suggest you do not watch, because it is brutal at times and very hard to watch. But it's also, like I said before, really authentic and really truthful. And it is not just a movie about these crazy things that happen. It really reflects society and problems that we have, and problems with mental state and social awareness. It's really interesting how these different scenes in this movie really made me think about that, and yeah, it just made me feel very sad. And I don't know, I feel like I walked away really achieving something from this film. It's both written and directed by Craig O'Neill, and this is his first film, and I could totally see him going places from this. I'm really surprised at the IMDb score because it's quite low. I think it's 5 point something, but this movie totally deserves some more recognition, and I loved what it did. I'm gonna give this one a personal score of 9. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was very special and it's very rare, and like I said before, if you're into disturbing films, definitely check it out. Scare score, it's hard because it does have some disturbing or like kind of violent scenes, but when you put it into the aspect of horror, it's not really scary. I'd probably give it maybe a 3. And for originality, I actually don't think it was that original. The story I've seen before, and a lot of other stories about troubled kids. I guess this one is about a kid who's a lot younger. If you guys enjoy Child of Rage, definitely check this out. It's not really about the same thing, but I think some of the themes are overlapping and you might enjoy that. And if you haven't heard, I'm gonna have a stream, and it's gonna be a live stream, kind of like a Q&A, and we'll see how it goes. The times are available down below. There is a link. You just click on it and you'll find it near a city, and it's all good. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this and found it useful. I definitely found this recommendation useful, so thank you again, and I'll see you guys later. Stay spooky. Bye.